morning, I did the news, and I nailed it. I nailed it.
In Anchorman, Christina Applegate cemented her legacy as a comedy icon.
This isn't the Glickman bar mitzvah, is it?
Her comedy chops also shining in films like The Sweetest Thing and earning her an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actress for her role as Amy Green in Friends. But despite her accolades and achievements, Christina has felt shame when speaking about it, detailing that feeling in her new memoir, You with the Sad Eyes.
The shame is like a virus, hooking onto my low self-esteem and leaving me struggling to gain pleasure in my work. You see my sad eyes? Now maybe you're starting to get why.
With all the success that has come your way, all these roles that have come your way, Married with Children, Dead to Me is my personal favorite.
I'm going to step back and go,
Thank you for doing that, because you wrote about how you wanted to remain humble. You didn't want to be that person.
I don't even know what was humble. It was almost like escaping like my own feeling of my own success or taking that in and being proud of myself for so many years. But no, Dead to Me.
Is that your favorite role?
Yeah, 100%. Why? It was just honest. It was so honest. It was so beautifully written and so beautifully directed, and like it was all women.
It was during the filming of Dead to Me, Christina learned she'd been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, MS, a degenerative autoimmune disease of the central nervous system, which we spoke about 2 years ago.
My symptoms had started in the early part of 2021, and it was like literally just tingling on my toes. And by the time we started shooting in the summer of that same year, I was being brought to set in a wheelchair.
I remember asking you, were you still grieving? And you're like, don't put a timestamp on it. Where are you now with the grieving process of MS?
Still sucks, Robin. It really does. And anyone that tells you different, they're not telling the truth. I'm sorry. I have so many friends who have MS, and we talk to each other constantly. And I don't have one that says, I'm great. There is no great. There's a better day and a less day. This is a lifelong disease with no cure. Period. Where am I at with acceptance? Not at all. I hate it, but, you know, I wake up every day and go, I'm Sadie's mama. And that, to me, is why I'm still here.
It's her daughter, Sadie, who is the love and light of her life, while also finding comfort in reality TV.
I keep the TV on 24 hours a day because without it, the quiet is so loud in my head, I can't bear it.
You said on a scale of 1 to 10, with your pain, you're constantly at an 8.
Yeah. But Bravo makes me at a 1. Put on freaking Bravo, and I'm like, thank you, Andy Cohen. You have changed my life.
Although she says she now spends most of her time in her California king-size bed due to her daily pain, she's worked to create community and help raise awareness of the reality of living with MS, hosting a podcast called Messy alongside Jamie Lynn Sigler. Do you still want to act?
Man, I'd love to. Yeah. As long as I didn't have to get up really early and no one touches my face or my hair.
Other than that, you're good?
I'm so good.
What do you want for Sadie? What do you want for her?
Joy. Like visceral joy.
Well, thank you for bringing joy into our lives. And for 5 decades, she has done that. She has brought joy into her lives. But I got to tell you, she said, Robin, don't go on there and say, I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter. Keep it real.
She kept it real.
She kept it real. And she wanted it to be real because a lot of times, you know, people don't want to hear that.
Right. Sure.
And in 2008, when she came on, when she had breast cancer, and she was taking that little warrior stance, she wrote about this in her book. She collapsed after because she knew she wasn't being true. She wasn't being authentic. This is the authentic Christina.
Wow.
And it's so helpful for so many of us to hear that, thinking about her.
I know.
Love her.
Yeah, we just root for her.
And just being able to tell the truth, right?
And she does in her memoir, and it is out now. And you can see more of my interview with her tonight on Nightline.
That was really great.
Thank you so much.